2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. Clark, the focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. Ingram is out there with C.J. McCollum, and it's Jones in at the small forward. And for Dallas, up front, it's Finney-Smith at the 4 with Wood at the 5. At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. And it's Bullock in at the small forward position. Back to Hardaway, 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Ingram. Hardaway, no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And he makes that one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Williamson trying to free himself up. Valanciunas, good.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Doncic kicks to Bullock. Doncic passes to Wood. 34 seconds left to play here in the first. Some nice passing here by Dallas. On the wing, Hardaway. Shoots over Ingram, and Hardaway gets it to go.
Boy, that quick-trigger mindset, when Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
McCollum against Doncic. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And the basket by McCollum.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans lead by 2. We're back after this from American Airlines Center.
You know what time it is, man. Here comes.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. JaVale McGee is out there with Powell. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Hayes. Pass to Alvarado. Clock at 6. From the high post. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Dallas making a switch here. Ntilikina's checked in.
For your Mavericks, Frank Ntilikina.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks, trailing by 2. And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
McGee's shot is off. And the Pelicans with possession here. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Ingram wide open, connects from three-point range. Ingram's got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans. Passes it to Ntilikina. Back to Dinwiddie. And he jams it with authority.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Following the score by Dallas. Count the basket.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's Powell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
One of the things I really like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't play outside of himself. He plays to his strengths.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second free throw, no good. Williamson finds McCollum. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They led by 2 after the first. Well, for the Pelicans, Kenny, how'd you see it?
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the patience, the flow. Very efficient. Valuing possessions is fueling their success right now. This is not a team you want to bet against, at least not tonight.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Hard to feel happy when your opponent shoots over 60%. You're going to have to make things harder for those guys defensively. Force them out their comfort zone. Contest every shot.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Mark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. McCollum is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Pass to Ingram. Back to Williamson. The 9-foot shot, and they pick up 2. Williamson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans.
And what touch from the big man. I like watching Williamson get interior positioning and attack with purpose.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
Now, here's Doncic. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Bullock. And no good. Good work defensively by Jones. And that one's good. Ingram's got 5.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Now, here's Doncic. Bullock with it. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet. He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the wings, it's Dinwiddie and Hardaway Jr. Travis Berton's out there with Maxi Kleber. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Now here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. 11-point game. Over Gray. And another basket for Dallas.
Doncic doesn't give the mid-range a lot of love, but he has the touch to knock it down from there.
Doncic against Graham. Williamson trying to free himself up. And he banks in the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Dallas called. And the Pelicans making a change. Alvarado's checked in. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They trail by 11. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down. And they just didn't have enough to overcome this deficit. Chalk up this game as a fantastic victory for New Orleans.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Zion Williamson.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Here's Williamson. Goes back up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
First personal foul.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Now, here's Hardy. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's good, 2 points.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And here is Lewis. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.